Hello, ma'am. Welcoming you. So, ma'am is here to address all of us and, share her experience, her association, having a wonderful team that is, in front of us, and everybody is looking extremely gleeful and very glad. They've been looking forward to hear from them. So, what is your take? How has been your experience, working with this specific show and the entire cast and crew?
Thank you, Prajakta. We have a wonderful team here, and firstly, thank you all for making it here. Yes, the environmental conditions are not so good. It's really hot out there, and in spite of such great heat, you've all made it here, so thank you so much. Zee5 has kept up its promise of meeting you all more than once a month. And here we are with Skyfire now. Skyfire is produced by the lovely Shabina Khan and Satya. And yes, as always, it's a great pleasure to work with her. We know she's superb at her job and is known to be a great taskmaster, but we love you for that, Shabina. And the cast, of course, there's the very handsome Pratik, the beautiful, yeah, I'm a big fan. The beautiful Sonal, Bengal ke superstar, Jishu, welcome once again. You're already on the Zee5 platform with your movie Aranya Deb, and guys, you must watch it. It's a beautiful film. We have Shataf here, we have Jatin, and a great cast. We look forward to this show being as huge a success. This is adapted from the book by the same name, Skyfire, by the very, very, very renowned and talented author Arun Raman, who's also here today.
All right. So thank you once again for gracing and beautifying this occasion and for your wonderful time and making this, occasion so sweeter and so memorable. So my first question is to the author. They rightly say that the author is somebody who is as rare as finding pearls in the ocean. And coming up with such a beautiful concept, that's not very easy. So what inspired you or what motivated you to write the book? And how excited are you, that the web series has been inspired by your book? How's the feeling?
Well, obviously, to start with the web series, as an author, it's an author's dream to always have his story rendered on celluloid. So I'd like to thank all the actors here today, the director, the producers, for making this happen. It's a great feeling for me to see my creation on screen.
My next question is to Ms. Shabina Khan. How did you come up with producing such a wonderful show? And how has been your experience working with the entire team been so far and your association with Zee5?
I was called by Zee5 to produce this show. It's not that I went to him, Mr. Arun Raman. So I think you have to ask the question to Zee5, the Zee5 team, why they approached me to produce this show.
But how has been your experience, been with working with such a wonderful team that you have?
Oh, it was wonderful. I love making movies. I love making web shows. And every show for me or a movie is always a great experience.
So how was your character, specifically in the web series? Is there anything that you want to highlight about the role that you've essayed? Was there any challenge that you faced?
Yes, every character is a challenge. Every character is a challenge.
Would you like to speak something about your character?
Yes, so I won't give away too much because then it'll spoil the viewing of the show. So I play a journalist, an award-winning journalist, who's very righteous. He's a very righteous guy. He will go to any extent to find the truth. He will go to any extent to make sure the right thing is done. So that is why he's righteous, and he somehow is caught. So he finds himself stuck between a relationship and saving the entire nation or maybe the world, and saving his friendship. So there's a lot of things on the line. There's his own life, there's his relationship, there's his friendship with his best friend, and there is saving the nation and the world. So it's tricky how he goes about this entire story and what he does to come out a winner or a loser. I think I'm not going to say much because
All right, no problem. We understand.
I'm not going to say
sure
much. My name is Chandra.
We are willing to stay more curious to watch the
and my
web
name is
series
Chandra.
very soon. The character that we are going to, see in a very short while, that's very different. So how was your experience?
Well, it's been a fantastic experience, right from the beginning until today. We were just standing just before the trailer was launched, and we were just like, oh my God, this is really happening. So it's been great. It's been, like an otherworldly experience also because of, the kind of things that we got to learn while we were shooting for Skyfire. So it's been great. The character that I've got to play here is not just, a girl who's looking pretty and, just as a decoration.
Any obstacles you faced while essaying the role?
Well, I won't say obstacles, but I got to learn a lot. I would say that I kind of, in some ways, relate to Meenakshi Pirzada, which is my character. In some ways, I got, when I was being told about the character, when I was thinking about her, I think that it has been a bit of a growth for myself also, as, as a person, because, she's somebody who's, righteous, like Prateek's character, Chandra. She is a historian by the day, a night school teacher at night. Would go to any extent to, do the right thing and stand up for the right thing. So, and yeah, with three friends, of course, Prateek, who's playing Chandra, and Hassan, played by Jatin. And it is basically our struggle, and the entire, but basically the story revolves around that, how we fight, how we discover this entire, can I call it a racket? Conspiracy. So yeah, I mean, those are the things that got me thinking also. Right from the beginning, when I learned about the show from Shabina, it intrigued me, and it only kept getting more and more intriguing. And I'm anyway a person who has a lot of conspiracy theories in my head, so it only added to that. But I enjoyed it, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's just thanks to all of these people who are sitting here.
And now one more question to our superstar, Jeshu.
I'm not a superstar, I'm just an actor, and I would love to be called as an actor.
But you have got a lot of females screaming for you in Bengal.
Yeah, including my wife and my two daughters. For the Bengalis, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Jeshu, the same question which I asked Prateek.
Right.
In what way do you find the medium different, the web series? And are you doing any more web series other than Skyfire?
Look, it's a personal belief that I believe that 2 years or maybe 3 years down the line, it's a matter of time. This is the medium which is going to stay. And we like it or we don't like it. Apart from the huge films which Shabina ma'am and Sanjay Leela Bansali or a Bahubali, you will only see, or Avengers will be there on screen. Apart from that, I believe that web series or the internet thing which is happening right now is the future. So I love to be a part of it. Second is I'm associated with Zee for really long in Bengal, and then I did a film with Zee in Hindi. And this is my third association with, technically it's my first association with Zee5. So Zee Bangla I was associated for the last 7-8 years, I guess. I'm been hosting a show called Saregamapa. Then I did a film for Zee Studio, Manikarnika, and this is my, the only thing which was left, I think, Zee5. So the web platform, so now I'm attached to this.
Hi everyone. ये कौन था यार? I like the whistle. So yeah, no, I haven't read the book, because I deliberately did not want to read the book because the screenplay was written so well, and the character, especially mine and everyone else's also, was written so well, edged out so well. So I didn't feel like going out of the script and, you know, kind of confusing myself with something that is not important. So the screenplay was so tight and so well written that all the questions were answered in the screenplay. So I'm sorry.
I'll clarify what he's trying to say is. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. You know, as Mr. Arun said, for him the book was more important, right? Whatever he has written on the book, the thriller. So for him, that was more important than what he is going to see on screen. Because as a producer, as a director, you need to change few things when you're adapting a book. You have to, otherwise you can't make it into a film. So the major thoughts and the plot has been taken from that. For us, the actors, our Bible is the script. So we have to go by the script. Probably we would love the book more than the script, but when I'm shooting for some on a book or a concept which someone else has written, and if I have to go by that, then I won't be able to, you know, give my heart and soul to the script. Because if I love that book more than the script, then the weightage of my what would I say, my passion would not be truthful to the script.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so for me, I had actually read the book before, very interestingly, when it was released, because I am an avid reader, and every thriller that comes out, I make it a point to get my hands on that. So when I read the book, it was very interesting because it introduced so many new things in terms of weather technology, terminology, that I hadn't ever heard of, or I was never aware of it. You know, something like as cool as a harp, H-A-A-R-P. Now, I'm not going to go tell you what harp is all about. Maybe you would like to look it up. But it's something that's the coolest in technology that's happening right now. So when I read the book, which was a little while ago, and then coincidentally the script comes my way, and I said, yes, this is a great script to work on, and I do it. Now, did it make me aware with all these things? Yes, it did. Very interestingly, just a couple of weeks ago, I think last week, there was a cyclone Fani, which was supposed to hit Odisha and Kolkata and the coastal areas. Now, when that happened, my mind immediately went on and said, hey, hello, it's the election times that are on, and there is a cyclone, and I've just done a film which has this HARP technology which can create weather disturbance. So it just, makes you think that way. It just makes you think that way. And also, it just makes you more aware as a human being, as an individual, as an actor, leave that alone. But it makes you more aware to understand that, technology like this does exist. And I'd really request you guys that when you get the time today or sometime, to look it up. It's very, very, very interesting.